February 15th, 2022. You ask why I bring that date up? It's because February 15th, 2022 was the last day that Cody Rhodes was employed by AEW. Yet still in July 2024, we still talk about it. What's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zucker from Fast Count coming at you. And the reason why I bring up Cody Rhodes and AEW is because today Cody Rhodes conducted an interview with Chris Van Vliet. And if you don't know who Chris Van Vliet is basically the big homie in this space when it comes to wrestling content creation. And during this interview that him and Cody Rhodes conducted today, he asked about Cody Rhodes' departure from AEW once again. And towards the end of this interview, he basically asked him, why hasn't he said a negative thing about AEW since he's left? And to me, this is kind of one of those situations where this is an irrelevant subject. Like I said, Cody Rhodes has left over 2 years ago in AEW, and he's gone on to do amazing things in WWE, like main event WrestleMania twice, become WWE champion, win the Royal Rumble twice, and has had a historic run on top when it comes to merchandise and comes to gate in the arenas. Now, this is a situation where I realize that it's a salacious topic, but in my mind, it's a situation that is a dead topic. I believe that both parties have moved on. I do not believe that people who are AEW faithful, once they watch AEW shows, they are thinking to themselves, God, I miss Cody. And I don't think when people are watching an episode of SmackDown that Cody Rhodes is appearing on, they're picturing to themselves, God, I wonder what he was doing in AEW, what he would be doing in AEW now if he was still there. This is a dead subject in my mind, and I feel as if it's a situation where us as a whole needs to move on from this. And it's a situation where I feel like the only reason why interviewers bring up this subject to Cody Rhodes is trying to get a salacious headline. And this is a situation where I don't feel like a guy like Chris Van Vliet needs to do something like that because, like I said, he is the big homie in this space and is one of the guys who's really putting on for this IWC community when it comes to platforming wrestlers on a big time stage that he has. During this interview, Cody Rhodes reiterated that, yes, he enjoyed his time in AEW. Yes, he enjoyed being a part of history. But in his mind, he always knew he was going to leave because in his mind, the WWE champion is the pinnacle of this business. And when you watch Cody Rhodes' run, especially towards the last couple of appearances that he had in AEW, it was kind of apparent that he was going to leave. Once that time period where you were hearing rumors of contract negotiations and numbers going around and not going the way that the two sides expected it to go, it was kind of apparent that Cody was going to leave and his main goal was to go to WWE. And I think that it was a win-win for both parties. Cody Rhodes has obviously gone on to have much success. And in my mind, I feel like AEW has gone on a more clearer direction as of late because they are becoming more story driven. And when Cody Rhodes was really in AEW outside of his big time match against his brother and outside of maybe his feud with MJF, I always felt like his stuff was on an island of his own. I know the IWC, they like to term it the Codyverse, and it really was such a thing as the Codyverse because it felt like it was a situation where his stuff was always becoming shoehorned in the product and didn't really fit. And like I said, at the end of the day, I feel like this was a win-win for both sides. And I feel like it's a time period for all of us. We just need to move on and focus on what is going on with both companies. Like I said, this is Kevin Zwicker. Like and subscribe. I'm out.